Today I'll be showing you the two planners that I got for next year. So the first one that I'm going to show you is my daily planner, which I'm not actually going to start using right away, but it's the Snugglepot and Cuddlepie daily planner. It's a series of books that I grew up with. I think there was a TV show as well. I don't know where the Snugglepot and Cuddlepie books are, but it's got a really cute cover on the inside and the same cover on the back. In the back it's also got a little bit about the author who wrote the original books. So the reason I got a daily planner is, I'll just get out what I'm using at the moment, because despite having a diary, in the past I like day pages, but I don't use every single day page, and it just seemed like such a waste. So I don't use it every day, but let's see, where's recently? But not sure how clear it is, but I go and write out, like, not always goals. Oh, that's my goals for that week, but I normally write out the date, the day. Sometimes the day is first, sometimes the date is first. It really depends on what mood I'm in. Then I write down what I'm doing or aim to do for the next day, because I usually write it out the day before, because if I write it out too far in advance, I don't do it. And then I go and tick everything off as I've done it. Some days I've done the things, but I haven't ticked them off. Other days I've ticked everything off. So that was Super Adventure Box was still running. I probably did Super Adventure Box because I did that almost every day, even though it's not ticked off. So that's how I use my planner. So I'm nowhere near finished with it yet, but I do plan to continue using this until it's all done. And when that's all done, I'll then go into this day planner. So I liked this for multiple reasons, because I like Snugglepot and Cuddlepie. I like the little blue wrens that are there. I love butterflies, which is obvious because butterfly is my channel logo. So it's just really cute because it works with the day, date, and how I list things. And then I can leave it for a couple of days until I do my next day and date. It's got little cute pages like this all the way through it. It has the occasional daily planner, remember to do, shopping list and checklist. But majority of the pages are this date page. So I'll just do a flip through so you can see there's another cute colouring page, another daily planner section with another colouring page. I think this was my favourite one that I saw when I flipped through this afternoon. Another one of those pages. Another page. Hopefully you can actually see the pages. That actually looks like there's a lot of glare on the screen. You're probably seeing nothing after all that because of the glare. I think there's one more colour page. Oh, no, there's no more colour pages. But at the back, it's got a few of these pages for an address book, which I never really use my address book stuff. I'll probably just keep using this for day planner stuff when I get to that point in this planner. Yes, that's my daily planner that I plan to use after I finish with my Harry Potter notebook. And hopefully knowing that I've got this cute book waiting for me will encourage to use this book on a more regular basis. This is my third attempt of recording this video. The first attempt, the camera cut out when I got up to March in the diary. And my second attempt, I was still annoyed at the first attempt failing, and it came across in my voice, and I was real tired as well. So I decided to scrap my second attempt all together and just leave it until it calmed down enough to do another video. So third attempt of showing you my 2021 planner. So the planner diary that I've got is the Daphne's Diary 2021. That's the front cover. That's the back cover. And it's got this, oops, little marker there, so you can mark what days of the week it is or where you're up to in the diary. The front has this little pocket. The back cover's got one as well. I don't actually use those pockets very much. So the normal place where you can fill in your name and other details. Your normal calendar for the current year and the next year. Just an example of how to use the diary. A whole year diary plan, and every single page is different in this diary. So contact information, which I never use. And you get one of these for every single month of the year, and I am planning on using my January one this year for my corkboard. So after I finish this video and I know that it's actually filmed successfully, I will be pulling this out and doing a plan of what I'm doing for the entire year and month. I have written in this first page just one line, which is for yesterday. I'm filming this on the 29th of December because I was going to put down my pages read, and then I didn't record what I actually read. So I'm not really concerned about recording that correctly until I have finished. But what I'll be using this diary for is pages read, pages written, words written, because I record my handwritten writing and my typed writing separate. And whenever I finish reading a book, watching a TV show, finish playing a game, I will be recording that into this section here, and I usually do an overview of the whole week on this section here. This is not the first time I've used one of these diaries. So I won't actually be using planning. I've used these for planning in the past, but the year that I did my best with using the diary consistently was 2018, when I was recording when I started and when I finished something. So I'm going to do that again this year. I'll probably record my steps because I've got myself a new pedometer. I've got an Apple Watch this time. I've used Fitbit in the past. So I'll be putting my steps in again and how much water I've drunk. So I'll be using it for recording details of when I finish and start things and how the day went overall. So yeah, every single page is different, and it's got a horizontal horizontal thing. I prefer a vertical, but my 2018 was vertical and this one is not. But I like the design of every single page being different, which is why I keep getting these. So I like the cup of tea, I love the colours, I love birds. There's another monthly calendar. In the past with my monthly calendars, I used them to, after I'd finished a month, I'd fold them over, and then it's like I'd end up with multiple folded over months, but it actually wore away this corner of the page and this section would fall off, so I stopped doing that with my diaries. Oops, had I shown you that section already? I think so. It's got these little postcards in it. I've got all of my previous ones. I use them for bookmarks in my books. I use my 2018 ones the most because they're the designs I've liked the most so far. They've got butterflies and birds on it, and I love butterflies and birds. So there's butterflies and birds right there. I really love that page. I think I'm going to photocopy this page when I get up to March and pull that out and do a cutout of that and stick it up on my post board next to it, because you can't display both sides when you're putting it up on the wall like that. So that's about the only one I want to photocopy and print out, just because of how I'm going to use my diary this year. So tea bags, I love tea. And every single page is different from every single previous year of these that I've had so far as well. So this was the point where my video cut out last time and it hasn't cut out this time. So it's got a little Sudoku puzzle. It's got different little puzzles and things each month. I kind of wish that it had the some of the layouts the same, like water tracker. It had a book tracker earlier in the month, so I wish it had them every single month, but because if they had them every single month I'd probably actually use them, but because they're just once off I haven't really used them ever properly. But when I'd gone through my previous flip throughs, the other ones had little activities you could do, like boxes that you could pull out the page and cut out to make boxes, and more colouring pages and just more interesting things on the in-between section than this time. This one's got more of the diary pages than the previous years, but then again I never used them anyway, so overall I guess it doesn't really make any difference. It's just a difference that I've noticed between them. So little dragonflies. There's a colouring page and some stickers. I usually don't use my stickers. I love stickers, but I like to save them, and because I like to save them I never end up using them. So top 10 movies thing, and it's hard to work out what my top 10 movies are. It's like I love the Bill and Ted movies, and then there's so many other movies that I love as well. So I was watching Disney, I was like, movies a few weeks ago, and I was like, do I like the Goofy movie more than Atlantis? Because I've always said that Atlantis is my favourite Disney cartoon, but I think I like the Goofy movie more, and I've watched the Goofy movie more. It was a go-to as a child, and I'm surprised the DVD actually, not DVD, the VHS still works. So the things to buy, things to do, I think I'll try to use them this year for just like what I want to do in a week, even though I have my daily planner for those things, but it doesn't hurt to write them down in multiple places. And writing down things down in multiple places, ensure they get them done. I really love this camera page right here. I haven't ever pulled any of these apart after the year's over, but there's a couple of pages where I'm really tempted to do that on all my year's ones because they're just so pretty and go use them for something else. The lamps one with the writing in the background is probably my favourite of the bookmarks in this year's. Oh, postcards, but I use them as bookmarks. It's like, here's a walking page. It's like I would have loved them a whole year's worth of those. I haven't had a look to see whether Daphne's Diary do that. They do a bullet journal that you can go make things up yourself with, but I haven't had a look to see if they have anything else pre-planned for the whole year of pages like that. And cute little kitty. So another one of these diary planners, diary pages. So they've had way more of these blank pages this year compared to previous years. Cute little typewriter. And the teapots on this page is making me want to have tea, so I'll probably have a tea after I finish filming this. And very nice Christmas page. I like how the fork is done next to the knife like that. So the fork's there twice, like that. And some Christmas stickers. I was actually going to use these Christmas stickers with presents this year and I completely forgot about that when my, because I was going to wrap Christmas presents directly after I finished the video and I never did that, so completely forgot about that, so I'll try and remember to do that when I get to the end of next year. So that's my Daphne's Diary. I've been using these, this is my third diary of these so far. I didn't use last year's properly. I used 2018's for about 6 months total of the year, and that was not 6 months in a row. That was like January to March, a couple of months in the middle of the year, and then a couple of months towards the end of the year. So it wasn't consistent, but I really like these. I normally like a full page diary spread, which is why I started using day planners instead. So I like to use a day planner now, which I'm just using a normal notebook at the moment, but once my notebook's finished I'll be using the Snugglepot and Cuddlepie day planner that I've got, and I'll be using this and the day planner together. So the other one's to write down my day-to-day in a list, and this is just writing down how I did in a day and what I've completed and started.